There's always an incredible lineup on the comedy stage at Latitude. This year is no exception. And as a little tease between now and July, I'm going to be chatting to some of the comedians, starting today with the very lovely Colin Hoult. Colin, welcome.
Hello.
How are
Hello.
you? How are
Just
you?
glugged a big glug of coffee then, just before you brought me out. Hello.
It's quite all right, Colin. Quite all right. Don't you apologise. We've known each other for a long time through the
Yeah.
Edinburgh Festival.
Yeah. Did we first meet when you won an award and I was hosting the awards?
Maybe back
Even
in.
meet? Maybe we didn't even meet. I think it was with my double act, Colin and Fergus, and you won.
Oh,
Did
was
you
it when I
win?
did the BBC New
No, you
Comedy
did win.
Awards?
Sarah Millican was on it,
Maybe the
and you.
BBC, or maybe BBC New Comedy Awards. Was it?
Yeah, I think that was it. What it was.
Long
Oh,
time
I
ago.
mean, how many awards have you got, Thomas?
I mean that. Well, that was actually the last award I won. But
That was the
apart from that, just 19 years ago. How that time
19
flies.
years ago. Oh God, it
Um,
was like
yeah,
19 years ago. So I think that's when we probably met, but I don't think we met properly probably until I was doing stuff on my by myself in Edinburgh and stuff.
Well, I always very fondly remember you being in the room before me in Edinburgh doing your fabulous, fabulous character, Anna Mann, who
Mm.
is everyone's favourite lovey. Such a brilliant character. I was telling everybody here about it before you came on the call that Anna Mann is what I described her as sort of everybody's favourite drama teacher, or anybody you've ever met in like any kind of drama workshop, any drama training. If you've ever even
Mm.
been to the theatre or looked around a theatre bookshop, she's there. She's
Yeah. It's hard to I've never quite nailed down what she's actually done, whether she's I like to throw out some things she's been in, like the movie Cannibal Bagpipers and stuff. Uh, Cannibals and Bagpipers. As too rude to go into that one. And things like she's been in she's done a lot of Shakespeare,
Mm.
a lot of what else has she done? A lot of Chekhov and all that stuff, but also like mad things like, Where's My Elephant? She did a lot of political plays. She did a run of political plays. One was called To Catch a Tory, where they released the Tory into the crowd and the audience were encouraged to catch him. So yeah, it's hard to, but
Oh.
yeah, what you say about the drama teacher is right. I remember doing a course in drama at college, at college, sort of sixth form in college, and there was a woman there who knew Donald Sutherland. And
I don't know. Well, that's just fun in itself, isn't it? Why does that come up?
it's
For some people,
already
that's something
funny.
they.
I am thinking Donald Sutherland. He's the guy from Hunger Games, isn't he? He's like the big baddie in Hunger Games.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Donald Sutherland. Because no, yeah, Donald Sutherland.
But
And I think they went to drama school, and she used to bring him up every lesson.
there are people
And of
like that.
course, every now and again, Donald drives it up in his big car and says hello. It was like,
I always enjoyed the way she'd come out and go, oh, shut up. No, shut up. Oh, no, you're. Like, she's always sort of doing that
yeah.
playful sort of thing. I love you. Oh, shut up. Which.
Oh, shut up! No, don't you dare, and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it comes from the comedy I love the most. Which Tom, I'd put you in that sort of bracket where if I can put you in a
Please put
bracket.
me in a bracket.
But like when I was a kid, it was really like Frankie Howard and sort of Julian Clary, I suppose, but Frankie Howard and Kenneth Williams, and I think that's the stuff I still love the most. Just
Yeah.
coming and just keeping this bubbly like hysteria going.
Oh, yeah.
I watched a Frankie Howard. It was when he was doing Oxford. He was
Oh, yes.
in his life, and he did the Oxford show. I think he was in his 60s or whatever. But and he doesn't say any jokes, and the jokes he does say are very average. But like, what I mean, like nothing. But the whole show is just him sort of going, "No, come on, no." So I think it came from just terror as well of coming out, and because I used to do sketch stuff and double act stuff, as I say,
Yeah.
and act. I'm an actor originally, first and foremost, and they're like first and foremost. But like, Anna sort of comes, it's just that terror of coming out and going, I need to talk really fast, and do you know what I mean? Kind of
Yeah, of course. God, I know.
really fast before someone gets me. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Well, I think as well, it's that classic thing. I think it's why I think drag has had a resurgence as well, is because it actually, in masking people slightly, it actually allows them to be freer somehow. I don't know, it allows their sort of inner spirit to come out in a way that it feels very engaging to watch. And of course, they can be more outrageous, and we forgive it because there's a slight refraction. Is that the word, or slight sort of distance?
It's a word. I don't
It's a
know if
word. I don't know if it's the right
what
one.
does refraction mean? Yeah, let's say refraction.
Yes, well, I'm going to stick
No.
to it. And I always think with words, if you say it with confidence, people will assume you know what it means.
Yeah, yeah. I was refracting all last night. Went fantastic. So, yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And so the last show I did was the death of Anna Mann.
Oh, yes.
Was putting her to bed. Funnily enough, I did a show last night. I've sort of been dabbling every now and again, doing little like improvised podcasts with her. And do you know what? I did it last night, and I thought, this is the real fag end of Anna Man. This is the character. I need to stop this. Do you know what I mean? Because I've got a beard now. Part of the
Uh,
reason I grew up was genuinely because I wanted to grow a beard. And it felt, I know Kenny Everett had a beard and dressed as a woman, but it's kind of, but partly it was without going too heavy, it was because as I said in the show, I sort of discovered I've got ADHD and sort of had therapy and all these things. And I sort of come to realize that Anna really was, it sounds pretentious, but really was this, yeah, what was the word you said? A refraction? But anyway,
yes.
a mask that I could use to be confident and go out there and talk and stuff. And it was very scary taking it off and being myself.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm doing now, and it's really starting to work now. And it weirdly now going back to Anna, it's feels bizarre,
Well, I guess that's the journey, isn't it? And I know, like, of course, Paul O'Grady went on that journey, didn't he? Where he
Yeah.
was Lily Savage and then felt like he could be himself. And I think actually audiences like it all the more if you kind of allow yourself to connect with them and be yourself.
Yeah, they do, but there's things you can't say in the same way. You sort of immediately realize, oh, they think I mean this. When you're Anna, you can say the worst things.
Yeah,
And then
that's so true.
sort of go, oh no, they think this is my opinion. It's why?
It's just a different form of playfulness. You've been taking off the costume of Anna Mann, which is the character I knew you for, and now you're performing as yourself. And you're going to be at Latitude Festival in July. Are you excited?
I'm very excited because I've played Latitude before as well, but I've never got in the comedy tent, which
Oh.
people, which
No.
makes me sound like the worst comedian ever, doesn't it? But as in, I've always been in the sort of literary, because being sketchy characters and stuff.
Yes, I was the
Quite
same.
right.
They used to put me on like the book stage and the poetry stage. I think I did at one point. I've never done a poem in my life.
No.
But as a comic, you just make fun of everything. So I felt a bit mean.
They just looked at you and went, poet.
He's a poet, I'm sure.
There's a poet.
Either that, or you can end up on a sort of like cabaret stage somewhere. I find at Latitude.
Yeah.
But the
Which
comedy,
was good for Anna, which was good for Anna, but it's quite not. It's quite, yeah, exciting to just be amongst doing proper stand up.
Mm.
As myself. I've got a nice suit from M&S, so
Oh, congrats! Well done, Colin. Well done.
This goes really well. We might get a second.
Treat yourself to a shirt to wear underneath it.
Yes. I mean, it's a real look.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. Yeah.
Oh, God,
Oh.
it's book. Yeah, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, it'll be lovely. It's a lovely festival, isn't it? To any of our listeners who haven't been to it, it's very much. It's not like say Glastonbury or like Reading and Leeds festivals. It's not. It's quite a sort of salubrious festival. Is that fair to say? Do you think, Colin?
Salubrious, sort of genteel.
Genteel, yes.
Say that. Relaxed.
Very relaxed. Lots of people from, I want to say Surrey, maybe Margate.
Most of Surrey's there.
Most of Surrey.
Quite a lot of Ipswich. Not Ipswich. Oh God. No, might be some Ipswich.
Might be
Suffolk.
some Ipswich. Yeah.
Suffolk.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean. Oh yeah,
Yes.
there'll be some Suffolk there. Well, it's in
Suffolk.
Suffolk, so yeah.
No, it's really lovely. It genuinely that I was very excited to be coming back because I don't know when I last did it, but yeah, to be coming back as myself is very exciting.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
and the family, and you can hang out.
Oh yeah, it's a lovely
Fine.
atmosphere, and the audience I've always found there in the comedy tent are very, they're very listening. They're very listening. They are listening, and they're tuned in. They're intelligent. They're not too hungover, but they might be a little bit. But they're very kind of. I think they're intelligent as an audience. They like it. They like to be part of the comedy stuff.
Quite comedy savvy, aren't they? They're
Comedy
like,
savvy.
yes, very good, very good. No, yeah, it's brilliant. And I've had some of the best times of my life there. Genuinely, I did. The first time I went was with a sketch group. We were doing like a Victorian play, like a comedy play.
I love
like
that. I'd love that.
a Blackadder-y type thing,
Lovely.
story and detective type show called Rutherford Lodge, which was really fun.
Mm.
And the what I can't remember who the main band was, but they just programmed us just at the right time where the band got sort of rained off. Like the band still
Oh.
happened, but basically our little cabaret tent got completely full with like 500 people or something, all
Oh.
roaring with laughter. So it felt
Oh.
like an absolute king. It was
Oh,
lovely.
yeah. People are like that. Those audiences, they are like, oh, well, this is happening. That's lovely. They're very it's a
Mm.
very positive experience. I went to see Sigur Rós once there,
Oh,
and
I was there, I think.
I think we must have been there at the same time. Yeah, they were good, but there was about 400 people. Do you remember Sigur Rós was all that kind of slightly atmospheric sort of music that got
That, isn't it?
the people. There were so many people on the stage. I'm sure there was somebody doing some ironing. There was someone with a cheese grater.
Well, you know what it's like being freelance. When do you get that stuff done?
Yeah, yeah. You know what?
Never catch up on the washing. So it's got a minute. If you're not playing it for a bit, then yeah.
I'm in Sigur Rós. Look, I'm a busy person.
Is
I think that's Enya actually, but anyway.
it? Oh, sorry, yeah, yeah. No,
No.
it was quite magical, wasn't it?
Mm.
And just watch it. I think they let off all those balloons, didn't they? Sort of fire balloons, what they
Oh
called.
yes.
I think they've now been banned.
I was going to say I think they were really bad, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah,
But at the time we
really
thought
bad.
it was very like
A lot of
hippie-ish.
people died actually, but it was what a night. What a
My
night.
God, did we enjoy ourselves?
We'll remember that forever. No
Mm-mm.
idea what I'm saying. Could have been slagging off the British.
Mm-mm.
We loved it. Yeah, we
Lovely
loved
times.
it.
Lovely
And
times.
Arcade Fire, were you there for that? That was very good.
Oh, no.
That was Neon Bible. That's going back a long time. I think that was when they released Neon Bible. There's,
Oh,
oh God, I sound like an old boring middle-aged muso guy, don't I?
oh,
Oh,
please, no.
but yeah, wonderful.
Wonderful place. Well, and
Yeah.
Colin, you're going to be appearing at Latitude Festival. So any of our listeners who are going to be there, you're going to be there in the comedy tent on the Saturday. So just check the listings and you'll see when Colin's on. It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
They haven't confirmed the timings yet, as the
Okay.
Latitude Festival website tells us, but that's fine. That's fine.
You're
That's the
fine.
nature of Latitude. It's very relaxed. And Colin, I know you're going to be in Edinburgh as well at the Fringe. Yeah?
Mhm.
Where are you going to be?
So I'm going to be at the Pleasance Cabaret Bar.
Wonderful.
Very exciting at
Oh.
8:20, which I've always wanted to play.
Iconic.
As myself, Colin,
Wonderful.
doing a show called Colin. There's too many Collins in it. But yeah, I'm talking about my growing up being called Colin and my dad, who was also called Colin, Big Cole. So technically I was Little Colin.
Yeah.
In fact, it was Nottingham as well as Little Colin. But it's all about growing up in the Midlands and some adventures and sort of realizing where understanding my neurodiversity, but it's not overly about neurodiversity, but sort of realizing, looking back, how all my childhood, how you can see, oh, that was going on there, and that was going on there, and that was going on there. But it's very funny and very silly.
Oh.
With a little bit of heart.
Well,
Not
if nothing else,
I can't be bothered to do sad bits. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, but it's nice to have a bit of heart, like you say. So you're doing that in Edinburgh at the Pleasance, and then that's during August, and then in September you'll be in London at the Soho Theatre, and then you're off on a bit of a tour throughout the autumn. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And
We're October, November, going all over.
Great. And people can get details at your website, which is Colin Hoult.
I am colinholt.com.
I am colinholt.com.
Yeah. Or you can go to berksnest.com, who are the
Okay.
producers.
Okay.
They've got all the shows there.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. Colin, I can't thank you enough for joining us. It's been lovely to catch up with you. Have a wonderful time at Latitude, and I hope I'll see you very soon.
Lovely to speak to you, Tom.
Thanks so much. Colin Hoult, everyone. Colin Hoult.
you.
Virgin Radio.